Alright, Shalom. This is Brother Isaac from the GMS Rally. GMS North Carolina came back with the Lord's only edifying lesson. Before we go any further, of all praise, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Merkak Badash. Double honors to the apostles, the great millstone teaches us, for we sent truth according to the Bible well, and peace and blessings so for the nation of Israel. Right, today through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shah, we can get to the Lord's will edifying lesson. As you can see, if you're looking at the screen, some brothers are just having the headphones in, listening, right? But on the screen there's a quote, "Nothing gets easier, you just get better." That's very true. As you grow in the knowledge of Yahweh Shema Shah, things things don't always stay the same per se, and are even, let's deal with something that's very constant here in Babylon the Great. I always like to use the example of traffic. Dealing with traffic here in Babylon the Great, or dealing with your workspace. It's not as if, the job gets any easier, or it's not that dealing with traffic gets any easier. You just get better. You just, gain more skill and self-control and, mastery over yourself to where these things don't really bother you as much. And it's not meant to be easy. If it was easy, everybody would do it. This thing of ours was easy. Boatloads of people would be lined up. It wouldn't be any glory to it. Another quote is, if it doesn't challenge you, it doesn't change you. And this truth is meant to change us, to create us into creatures that at the time of Yahweh Shai's return, we may be accepted. I want to read here in Matthew 7:13. It says, "Enter ye in at the straight gate." So we're entering to where? The kingdom of heaven. The path that leads to the kingdom, we're entering in at the straight gate. We're entering in at a path of difficulty. It's straight. It's a narrow path. You see? It says, "Enter ye in at the straight gate. For wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction." You look at, other people and the choices they make, right? They have it easy. There's no discipline over their lives. They're basically living life as do as thou wilt. They have access and the ability to do whatsoever they want. When it comes to serving Yahweh Shema Shai or being a disciple of Yahweh Shai, you must have discipline and rule over your spirit and put the things that you want to do to the back burner, right? Comes with really getting to learn yourself and learning Yahweh Shema Shai. But it says, "Enter ye in at the straight gate, for wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, and many there be which go in thereat." So many of our people are going to go in at the straight gate. Many of our people, they don't want to get better. They just want things to get easier. But things don't get easier. It's not meant for things to get easier. Yahweh Shai spoke about all these things would happen. These things would be the beginning of sorrows. These easy times have made weak men. And that's why, when things get tough, the tough get going, right? This is what Yahweh Shema Shai, he's making us to be tough, right? He's teaching us how to endure, to make hard. Verse 14, because straight is the gate and narrow is the way which leadeth unto life, and few there be that find it. Right? This is a very narrow and straight path, a path of difficulty. It's not easy. It's not easy showing up for yourself and being consistent, showing up, when you don't feel like it. It's not easy to always do the lessons. It's not easy to always, pray to Yahweh Shema Shai. It's not easy, to fellowship and to watch the videos, right? Sometimes those things are not the easy things to do. We speak about, wanting to be, being excited for the truth, but sometimes you're not in the mood. Sometimes you're not in the spirit. Sometimes you're going to be dealing with ailments and infirmities, right? But here in 2 Ezra 7:57, then answered he me and said, this is the condition of the battle, right? You have, let's say, you're playing sports. Let's say football, for example, since it's outside. Here it is. Let's say, the game's pretty tight. Your team is down in the fourth quarter. Let's say 3 minutes left in the game. You guys have the ball. If it just starts raining out of nowhere, extreme rain, that doesn't seem fair. You have to worry about throwing the ball and catching the ball in the rain and running in the rain. But that's just a condition of the battle. It's not meant to be fair. It's not meant to be fair as if it's just supposed to be so easy. No, that's not how it's supposed to be. This is the condition of the battle, that man that is born upon the earth shall fight. These are these are the conditions. Fighting injured. Fighting. Here it is. You preparing for a fight. You gotta prepare for a battle, but you don't got no time, right? Or you're constantly because brothers deal with different situations where you might not have enough time. Or you deal with financial woes, so you don't have money as a defense to get you out of certain situations or to help you out in certain situations, whether it be with your health or, whatever it may be, right? Whatever situations the Lord has you in, that is the condition of the battle that we must fight. It says, this is the condition of the battle which man that is born upon the earth shall fight. So this is a fight. In any fight, no matter how good of a fighter you are, it's not going to be easy. You're going to get hit. It's going to hurt. It's going to suck. Here it is. Floyd Mayweather is known in boxing for his great defense. And there's plenty of clips on the internet showing when he gets hit hard, or when, his opponent is very offensive, and it's almost look as if it's too much for him. We must learn how to be adaptable. You have the Bruce Lee quote, to be like water. We must be able to form, to whatever it is that we must be. Sometimes you're going to have to be a warrior. Sometimes you're going to have to learn how to go without, right? And then sometimes you're going to have abundance, and you're going to have to learn how to deal with that abundance. Whatever conditions, wherewithal, one must fight. Fight the temptations of being selfless, right? Selfish, right? When you have a lot, right? Just for an example, but it's like, if I have a lot, how am I suffering? Well, then you deal with being selfish. Then you deal with a lack of faith in paying your tithes because you're worried that, your riches are going to fly away, right? All these things. But let's keep reading. That if he be overcome, he shall suffer as thou hast said. But if he get the victory, he shall receive the things that I say. And that's what it's all about, fighting to get the victory. In order for you to get the victory, you have to get better. You have to get better. It's not it's not a question. It's a necessity. No, it's not a question if you're gonna get better, right? Another quote that I like, don't wish it was easy, wish that you were better. Bruce Lee has a similar quote, don't wish for an easy life, pray for the strength, but don't pray for an easy life, but pray for the strength to endure a hard one. Because it's the hard life, who you become in that hardness. Who are you becoming? So many of our people, is all about, what am I getting? What am I getting out of, what am I going to get? But you have to change your thinking is, who am I going to become after I go through this? You see, this is Acts 14:22, confirming the souls of the disciples, right? So that's what we're doing. We're confirming the souls. Just as you had the story of Gideon in the 300, who was really, the Lord confirmed their souls to see who was really, had the mindset of a warrior. We have to have a mindset of a warrior. It's easier said than done, but it can be done. It has been done. What one man can do, another man can do. And we see that. What one man can do, another man can do. Yahushua did it. We have countless examples of King David, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, right? You have all these righteous men in the scriptures that stood stiffly for the name of Yahweh Shema Shai, right? Confirming the soul of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith. So this is an exhortation to continue in the faith, right? Nothing gets easier. You just get better. And I like this picture for brothers who are Dragon Ball Z fans or understand the story. This is Goku's Super Saiyan form. And when you watch these different animes, some brothers are into it. If you are, you are. If you're not, you're not. I'm a Jake. I don't like fucking, what is that shit called? Rap battles, right? But Jake will get something out of it. Spiritual sense. The Lord's incorruptible spirits in all things, right? I like animes. It is what it is. I don't like rap battles. It's an inside joke. But things don't get easier. You just get better. And, that is basically the story of these anime characters. The main character always just gets better. They always push past their fear. They always get stronger. They always learn new skills, new techniques, right? They always train, right? And we're exhorting, the Akim and Akwath, right, to train, to get better, to do the work on yourself, to work hard on yourself. And that's how you get better, by attacking yourself, by attacking your flaws, by going after your problems, right? A problem does not go away no matter how much you avoid it. And you must realize that you have character flaws that are problems that you must attack. right? And exhorting them to continue in the faith, that we, through much tribulation, enter into the kingdom of the Most High. So we, through much tribulation, it's gonna be a lot of tribulation. It's gonna be a lot of trouble before the time comes where we can enter into the kingdom of the Most High. I'm gonna get one more and close out. This is St. Luke 18:1. And he spake a parable unto them to this end, that men ought always to pray and not to faint. Right? So in the times when it seems tough, in the times where it seems impossible, right? In the times where it seems like, you can't go any further, that's when you have to pray the most. Because that's Satan trying to with inward invitations overthrow your faith in Yahweh Shema Shai. We can do all things through Yahweh Shai that strengtheneth us. Yahweh Shai. This is Yahweh Shai telling us that we ought to always pray and not to faint. When you look up "not faint," it means to not give up. So yeah, things don't get easier. You just get better. In the Most High, you should be praying. I remember, I still make this prayer. I pray the Lord, on the way to work. I pray the Lord give me the strength to endure the day. And I've noticed that by me praying that, I've gotten stronger. Things that, we were talking about this at camp. Let's say I have a rough day. The old me would have given up. The old me would have given up. The old me wouldn't have been able to endure, what I went through this week. That shows, how much stronger we've truly gotten. Think about, what you went through, a month ago or whatever it may be, or look how strong you're becoming. Right? And tap into that strength, tap into the prayer, tap into the names of Yahweh Shema Shai, because in those names are strength. So with that, I pray that you're edified through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai. Thanks, someone say shalom.